Yeah, members of P4, again, I'm here to take you through. We are still looking at crops. We are still looking at crop growing, but this time we shall be looking at methods of planting crops. There are different methods of planting crops. But before that, I left you with an activity that we want to go through very fast, and we see. So follow my answers and you also compare with yours. If you find you did not write the other answer very well, write the correct one. I left you with what the first number was. What is food path? And food path are stages of food production from clearing land to the time food is eaten. Compare with yours and see. Mention two types of food path. Mine is village food path and town food path. For you, if you have Kampala food path, it is not there. Then give two ways people in rural areas prepare land for planting crops. I have given you one, but I know you have many answers there. Put another one. Mine is by digging. What about you? By plowing. What else? Slashing bushes, burning the rubbish in the garden, and the others. Why do farmers select seeds before planting? The other time I told you to prevent seed dormancy. Another one, it leads, why is bush burning not a good method of preparing the land or land preparation? It leads to soil erosion. When you burn bushes, it will lead to soil erosion because the land is going to remain bare, exposing to the land to the soil erosion agents. In this lesson, 1, you will be able to identify the methods of planting crops. 2, you'll give the advantages and disadvantages of raw planting. Then another one, you'll be able to mention the advantages and disadvantages of broadcasting. The methods. Try to ask your brother there, what are the methods of soil, the methods of planting seeds? And mine are raw planting and broadcasting. We are going to look at each of them and we see why do some farmers prefer these methods. Some prefer raw planting and others prefer broadcasting. Why? Let's look at each of them. That is raw planting. What's raw planting? This is a method of planting crops in lines. Or somebody can say rows, in rows. That's why they call it raw planting. Can you see these crops are in a line from this side to the other one? And how? Like that. Like the way this gentleman is planting his crop in the soil. So you plant in the line. And which garden tool do you use? You use what we call a garden line. A string which has a peg. Put it in a garden and then you make it straight, then dig holes along that garden line. Then, let's look at the advantages of raw planting. Why do farmers plant crops in lines? Do they just make it for fun? Some of you think it is just fun to make the crops in the line, but it's not for fun. Why? It eases weeding. When you are going to weed, you just pass through the lines. Okay? You just pass through the lines and you make the weeding easily done. It eases harvesting. It also makes spraying easy. Just like when crops are here like this, as you are going to spray, stand in these spaces and you keep on spraying the crops. So it eases spraying. Another one, it eases pruning and many more. But what are the disadvantages? 1, it needs skilled labor. It needs somebody who has learned how to use the method. Because you might find somebody making a zigzag line, planting stunted, the crops are not even in the lines the way we expected them to be. Another one, it is tiresome. It is tiresome. Let's look at broadcasting. Broadcasting is the method of planting seeds by scattering. Just get the seeds and you just throw. You scatter them into different what? Places. Just get seeds and do what? Scatter. What are you doing? You are broadcasting. You should look at the spelling of broadcasting. It is one word, not two words. So like this gentleman this one is trying to broadcast. This one is also trying to broadcast. What are the advantages and disadvantages? One, I told you that whenever you plant by broadcasting, you save time because you don't need a garden line. You just throw. You save time. You can go like in the morning, by 8 you are back home. But with raw planting, you need a string. You put it properly and make it straight. Then again you dig. So it takes more time than broadcasting. Then we look at disadvantages. One of them is that it leads to wastage of seeds. It leads to wastage of seeds. Two, because why do we say wastage of seeds? Because as you throw these seeds in different places, in different directions, some of them fall in the bush. If your garden is near the road, they will fall on the road. Others will fall in the pit. Others will not even be covered by the soil. And when it rains, the rain will take them away. And you will find your beans growing in a swamp. Then you ask yourself, what happened to my seeds when I planted them in the garden, but they are now here in the swamp? Therefore, it leads to wastage of seeds. Number two, it is difficult to weed. Why am I saying it is difficult to weed? It is because as you plant, you scatter these seeds. Some of the seeds might fall in one place and they cause overcrowding. They cause overcrowding in the garden. So the crops that have been overcrowded, it's very difficult to weed them. Three, it is difficult to spray. Now, in an overcrowded area where you find there are very many seeds that have germinated in one place, you'll find out that as you keep on moving in different areas to spread the pesticides or herbicides, you will be stepping on some of them. So it will be difficult for you, and because you have thrown them in different directions, sometimes it is difficult for you to move in a bigger piece of land to spray. Therefore, you as a person who is growing up, you know the best method you will use to plant. But I've given you both advantages and disadvantages. Now, children, I'm going to leave you with some numbers because I've explained it to you very well. Everything. You are going to write for me that exercise down, and in case I come back next time, we shall be going through together and we see how you have featured in this work. Thank you. Continue staying home and follow all the standard operating the standard operating procedures to be healthy. Thank you.